Hi, welcome to MGBs. My name's Mark Green. I'm just shooting a couple of videos, maybe just to help some people who are a little bit inexperienced. I don't claim to be an expert, and people want to do it their own ways sometimes, but I'm down in Hampshire and we're at the beginning of November, and the bees are still going out and collecting pollen. We've had a few frosts, but they're still coming in and out, and you know, as you can see, all my hives are all got a little bit of movement. So I obviously stopped the syrup at the end of September. A lot of people say leave it on there. I don't like leaving it on. I think as soon as they start taking it down, there's a risk of they don't get it capped and it can go off in the and ferment, I think the right word is for, in the hives, and that causes a problem. I do my thing slightly different, which I don't mind showing you. I always I use a deep brood, and I stick a deep brood on at the end of the season and let them go to town. When I feed with syrups, they really take it in, and they fill this top super as well. You can hardly pick top super, sorry, this top 14 by 12 deep brood. They'll fill that up with stores, and I let them have the roam of that, so I don't have to keep coming back and doing feeds in the springtime. They're usually good to go, and then anything that's left over up in there I use for my splits and at the start of the season, so it gives me a head start. Very rarely do I find the queen in the top one laying. If I get in there, or I can come back usually around end of February, and I'll either check that through, remove it if there's no brood in it. If not, I'll make sure the queen's down below and put a queen excluder in. Then I can remove that later and take the frames out as I need them and remove it. I usually take it all off. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't use syrup this late in the season. I'm going to go over to this one. This one I just left the super on for them. This was a split that I did quite late, so they did fill the deep brood, but they were a bit limited on store, so I wasn't comfortable with that. So I left them a super of honey on, or half a super of honey on, and I'm just topping up now. I've given them some fondant, which they've taken down readily, but at this time of the year, if they're still in and out, I like to use a mountain method with granulated sugar above my crown board, and I'm going to show you why. They're usually pretty aggressive this time of year, purely because they're looking after their queen and their food. So let's open them up and see what's going on. Oh, here we are. They've got a little bit of sugar, a little bit of pollen. Look, they're taking the pollen in. Always leave them a little bit of pollen. It doesn't do any harm. They'll just go over it. They're coming out, but that's a little bit of fondant I had left over and left it on top of the board, so you can see what we've got in here. I mean, this hive is pretty chock full of bees, and as I say, I kept feeding them syrup till late. So all I'm going to do now is open up my sugar box, and what I'm going to do is just put some sugar around. Doesn't matter if it goes down inside, it just finds out where they find it. You know, they are a little bit antsy, as I say, but they'll get straight on it. And that's what I do. I mean, it doesn't matter, and it also helps to contain a bit of moisture. If you've got moisture problems, that sugar will absorb that moisture. But there's no problem, and you know, I've never known it to stay there. So anyway, that's the way I do it. I don't want anybody to go against what I say. If you've got your own methods, that's fine. But this is the success I have with mine. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we'll speak again. Bye now.